What's up? Please let me know if the sound is good. Can you hear me? What's up? You guys hear what I'm saying? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, folks? I'm gonna start when there are like 20 people on. Yeah, let me know where you're from and your age and your real name, okay? Real name, age, this is where I'm from. Come on, let me know, guys. What's your name? Where you're from? Age? How old are you? What's up, Tashi? How the fuck's it going? Yeah. Well, you can imagine what this live stream is going to be about. I'm going to talk about the Magickal Bootcamp that is about to happen on Saturday and Sunday this week, 19th and the 20th. And a lot of people are already on. A lot of people have signed up. We're so close. We're this close to the maximum number of signups. Okay. So, man, if you want to sign up, you want to sign up now. But I'm going to talk a little bit about more about that stuff. Just let me know, guys, where are you from? What's your name and how old are you? Okay, post that in the chat. Let us all know. Did anybody here get the Casanova course that I put out? Casanova course was fucking phenomenal, man. It was phenomenal. It's a little bit much. I'm in, bro. Where can I sign up? Sign up for the Magickal Bootcamp? Hold on. I'll post the link here in a sec. Anyways, the Casanova course was absolutely phenomenal. It's a little bit much. I mean, a lot of lessons, a lot of content, but um, the content is just fucking amazing. I mean, I don't know where you're gonna hear that. I really don't know where else you're gonna hear that. Look, you can study the pickup artists and other things, but what I bring is definitely a very unique perspective and unique understanding of that whole thing. I mean, this where I was talking about the topic of different women, different types of women. Did you guys listen to that lesson? Where else will you hear that? Nobody talks about that stuff. Everybody's just teaching you to pick up any chicks out of a fucking nightclub where you will have the most unstable bitches in the universe. It's fucking party girls. They're gonna ruin your life, man. They will ruin your life for sure. Okay. So, see what drives a woman to go to a club is emotional instability. Okay, they crave emotional intensity. Does that make sense? They crave emotional intensity. Tasha just posted the link for the Magickal Bootcamp. Okay, and that's for everybody else too. Whoever wants to join the bootcamp, you still got a chance to do so. I just posted the link for that. But see, when you join, when you have a woman that is a club goer, a girl that loves to party, she's emotionally extremely unstable. Why? Look, when she goes to the club, when she gets drunk and all this shit, the same applies to drugs, of course. That gives her a high, you see. And she's gonna come crashing down again. And that creates a cycle where she has to get that fix again, you know? She's not, what's the word? She's not at a normal level when it comes to emotions, okay? They're extremely high when she gets drunk, when she starts partying, when she takes drugs, and then she comes crashing down. All right. Now, you have to understand that when you take drugs, there are changes that go on in your brain. Okay. Let me give you the example of cocaine, for instance. Taking cocaine gives you an extreme high, but your brain knows that's not normal. What creates that high is the dopamine. So what your brain's going to do if it's being flooded with all this dopamine, it's going to down regulate, genetically down regulate the dopamine receptors. What does that mean? Once that extreme stimulation of the cocaine is gone, there are less dopamine receptors. Okay, so at that point, the person becomes depressed. Okay, because they don't have the dopamine anymore to work on themselves. So they become depressed, and that's why they have to up the dosage. You see, and the same applies to party girls that like to get good drunk and then like to get, you know, turned up. They go to the club, and that's where they get their highs. That's where they get their emotional highs. But in normal life, they can't function. You see, so they come crashing down, and they're fucking depressed. They're not sane. They're all over the fucking place. You see, and when you go and pick up a chick like that, when you go pick up party girls, they're gonna ruin your life because I'll tell you what, the first sense of an argument, which is normal, it's inevitable. All right, you know where she's gonna go? She's gonna go back to the club. Um, the first problem. All right, let's say she has a financial problem. You know where she's gonna go? She's gonna be back in the club, getting high, getting drunk, getting fucked by somebody else. You see? So you have to be aware of all of these things. You see? What most, let's say, pickup artists or whatever teach you is to pick up like just any chick. You know, go to the club. Yeah, yeah, right. They throw you right to the wolves. They tell you to pick up the bitches that you will find in the club, and that can end well. That cannot end well. I mean, you don't want to knock up one of those. Trust me. Okay. You want to get those that don't do these things. There are plenty of them. Um, all right. Perception of duality. Said I did get it. Not finished yet. Also, I'm gonna message you tonight on the 18th rank. So far, so good. You have helped me so much, bro. Unfortunately, can't do the boot camp this time. Understand? All right. Okay. Let me just check. What is the deadline? What's the deadline? Ooh, 1 day, 1 hour and 33 minutes. 1 day, 1 hour and 33 minutes. Okay, so how many people do we have? 16. Once it's 20 people, I'm going to start talking about the boot camp. Okay. Anybody else here got the Casanova course? Anybody else? Who's got the Casanova course? Remember, guys, you got 1 day, 1 hour and 32 minutes to sign up for that boot camp. That's what you got left. We almost reached the full capacity, but if you're fast, then I recommend that you are fast. Okay. I recommend that you sign up now. Okay. As quickly as possible. As quickly as possible. What's up? Casanova course is packed with value. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Um, yeah. This is actually stuff that you can apply. Stuff that you can actually apply. All right. Okay, what the hell? Let's start. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the Magical Bootcamp and why you want to take advantage of it. See, to me, it doesn't really make a difference, right? Even if it was about signups, I already got plenty of signups. Okay, it's almost, I mean, it's a lot of people that are going to be on there, which is good. Boom, just sign up. Really? Yeah. Okay, Sean says he signed up. Let's see. Ha! You're right. Yes, there is a new sign up. Okay, well done. All right. Listen, I'm going to let you know why you have to sign up and why you want to be on there. I mean, you don't have to, because look, I mean, to me, it really does not make a difference. The people who are going to be on the bootcamp, their life is going to be transformed. I guarantee that. Okay. How is their life going to be transformed? Well, it's going to be transformed because there will be a breakthrough. Guaranteed. It's impossible that you're on the bootcamp and you come out of it as a different person. I mean, it's impossible that you come out as the same person. You're going to come out a different person. Why? Why do I say that? How can I say that with such confidence and conviction? Well, look, I understand the human mind very, very well. And what we're going to do in the bootcamp is going to be structured. There's going to be a certain sequence that I'm going to take you through that is guaranteed to transform how you practice magic. It's guaranteed to transform how you operate this machine that you inhabit here. Okay, I mean, I'm talking about your body and your mind, of course. Okay, this is like a computer that you have to know how to operate. And when you know that, you will be able to say, I want to accomplish this, I want to make this happen, and you know exactly how to do it. You see, it's a manual for your mind in order to be able to do magic, which is a natural ability. See, behind all of this confusion, behind all of this, you know, very complex talk about witchcraft and how it works, uh, behind all of that, there are very simple truths always. You see, there's another thing. The closer you get to truth, the simpler things become. All right. The further away from truth, the more complex they sound. You see, but that's not what you're looking for. What you're looking for is A, B, C. Okay, a strong formula that you can follow and apply. Okay, so let me talk about what we're going to cover there and why we're going to do that. The goal is to turn you into a different person, a person that is capable of making most spells, if not all spells, work for them. All right. Remember, me, Grail of the Serpent, Frank White, Aurelius Sopax. I'm not the theoretical guy. All right. I'm not an armchair occultist. I'm the one that gets you results. All right. I'm the one that wants you to have the results. I want you to get the girl. I want you to get the money. I want you to get the opportunities. I want you to get the career in music, show business, and what else people might want. Okay. I've worked with all of those people and I got all of them results. All right. I want you to be able to make these things happen as well because that's the only way you prove something. How else are you going to prove that shit? Okay. Aren't you fucking annoyed by all these fuckers that talk about, I'm in contact with God as this, I'm in contact with God this, and then they fucking can't pay their rent. Aren't you fucking annoyed by these liars? They're fucking lying to you. Like, how old do you have to be to fucking see through that? Hmm? Look, you type, I mean, you type in any god name, any demon name, any angel name on YouTube or something like that, and you get people that claim I'm in contact with God is this. I'm working with Hecate. I'm working with fucking Belial. I'm working with this, that, blah, 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 blah. And all right, what's the result of that? Why would you even waste your fucking time on something that doesn't give you results? Are you a religious person? You might be better off joining the Christian church at that point. Okay, you might be better off joining the Christian church because they do actual charity work. You know, and you got a strong support system if you would want that. All right. So look, this the grail of the serpent. What I teach is for people that want results. Okay, people that want to be deluded, people that want to live in a fantasy world. It's fine. Don't be here. Okay, don't be here. Go somewhere else. Live in a fucking Disney fantasy or something like that. That's cool. If you want real results, if you want to take magic and get real results, if you want to live a badass life, if you want to get the chicks, if you want to get the guys, a lot of you girls, there's a guy you want, but you can't get him, right? Well, magic can help you with that, right? Um, fucking anything, man. Anything can be brought to you through magic. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is to be able to make that shit happen. You come in, you will come into the boot camp, and when you come out of it, you will know how to do these things. You'll know how to do these things. And that's why we have 2 weekends of fucking intense training in the most effective magical system, most efficient, effective magical system. Let's define efficiency. Okay, let's define efficiency. See, in evolution, you have a certain set of variables. Let's call it variables, or certain conditions. All right, you have certain conditions, such as a temperature. You have a certain medium, an environment. You have predators. You have prey. All of that. All right. And the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear efficient, I think of a shark. All right, a shark swimming through the water. You know that sharks are some of the most ancient creatures that exist on this planet. How old are sharks? Okay, give me a second. I gotta look that up. How old are sharks? Hold on. Sharks have existed for more than 450 million years, whereas the earliest trees lived around 350 million years ago. Fuck. Not only are sharks older than trees, but they are also one of the only animals to have survived four of the five massive extinctions. Now that's impressive. Yes, it is. Okay, let me read that again. Like if that doesn't blow your mind, let me read that again. Sharks are older than trees. Sharks have existed for more than 450 million years, whereas the earliest tree lived around 350 million years ago. Sharks were around 100 million years, 100 fucking million years before the first tree came about. Okay, this is way before the dinosaurs. All right. Not only are sharks older than trees, but they are also one of the only animals to have survived four of the five mass extinctions. All right, that's efficiency. All right. See, evolution. Evolution forces efficiency. Evolution is a selection mechanism. It's basically Mother Nature telling you, are you strong enough to survive? Okay, sharks. That's how beautiful they are. You see, that's why everything that is survival is so beautiful. Look at a shark. All right, a shark is scary, but at the same time beautiful. Like the shape, the way it swims, how fast it is, how efficient it is. That's how fast they are. What I'm saying is, look, something that is efficient is not fancy. All right, it's not everything that is not efficient, everything that is not connecting to the goal, everything that is not useful is thrown out of the window because that's what nature requires. You see, that is what nature requires. So instead of a serpent, I should have a shark here. You see what I mean? Because that's what I teach. When I say the most efficient magical system that I teach, it's what I teach. All right, you get the shark under, among the sheep. That's who I am. Okay, or the fish, the fucking fishes. I'm the shark, and I hunt these fuckers down and I eat them. How? Well, my method is so refined. It's tried and tested. It's tried and tested. It's tried and tested. It's tried and tested. You see, whenever you want to create something beautiful, whenever you want to create something that is efficient and strong, you got to you follow nature's code. How? Look, nature works in terms of reiteration, reiteration, reiteration. I explained that before. Okay, it has one idea, and it throws it into the conditions, and then the idea either swims or sinks. Okay, a species is just an idea. Well, maybe that could work. Boom. And sometimes species survive, sometimes they don't. You see, sharks have stood the test of time. They have survived, and that's why they're here. That's why they're still here. You see. The same with my magical methods. All right. I learned all of that stuff. All right. It's not that I don't know all of this, Bardonian stuff, or the system of the Golden Dawn, or the system of the OTO, or I know everything, man. I promise you, I'm a fucking library. I'm more than a library. I'm a fucking encyclopedia, a walking encyclopedia, among other things, right? Now, of course, when it comes to witchcraft and your cult, that's what you know me for, all right? But in other things as well. So what I'm talking about is what I'm saying is that my method has been refined for many, 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 many years, reiteration after reiteration after reiteration, until now. I got the shark among the magical systems. They're all fish. Mine's a shark. What does that mean? It is super simple, super sweet, super efficient. It just gets you fucking results. You see what I mean? So that's what you're going to be trained in. And that's why I can tell you that you're going to change, you're going to transform. You come in there this weekend, and you're going to come out of it casting spells better than people that have been working on this stuff for 20 years or more. Okay. Okay, someone's messaging me. Yeah. All right. So it's impossible to not get results if you follow the method. All right. Next, in order to be able to do this stuff, in order to be able to do this stuff, I'm gonna have to take you through some intense training and demonstration of the spells. All right. Now, why is that? Why do you need that intense training? Listen, there is something within us that it's always like this. Okay, it's very hard, or it's almost impossible to push yourself harder than somebody else could push you. All right, because there's a certain distance. If somebody else is going through it, it's easier for you to push that person a little bit further. Okay, further. That's why you need trainers. You know, that's why you need drill sergeants. Okay, why do drill sergeants exist in the military? All right. Now, first of all, they push the person harder than they could push themselves or would push themselves. It's just natural to be lazy. People are lazy. All right. That is nature. Why? Because you have a program running, a genetic program that tells you to save energy. Okay. We're built to save energy. It's energy in terms of glucose in the brain, but also in the body. Okay. The natural tendency, just following your instincts, you're going to be lazy. Lazy is the default. Okay, you don't need to train anybody to be lazy. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? A boot camp where people are like ripped, people are totally in shape. They look like models. They're fucking they have six packs. They make millions of dollars. They're like their life just is just amazing. Can you imagine these guys coming into a boot camp and and learning how to be lazy? Like fuck, I got to do something. I got to work. I got to do something. And the drill sergeant's like, sit your ass down. You know. Sit your ass down and eat those fucking donuts. Man, I can't. I can't. I already had six donuts. Fucking eat those donuts. Eat those fucking donuts. Drink the milkshake, motherfucker. Drink it. There's some more pizza coming. You know, if you can't do it anymore, throw up and whatever. See, the point is that's not what we're going for. All right. We want to break through some obstacles that you have within yourself. All right. Anybody, no matter what level you're at, you can go further. All right. Now, the level that you're at, I will break it and get you past that. How? Well, trust me, I have my methods. I know how to do that. All right. And you will not get a lot of compassion from me on this weekend. All right. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm not here to make you feel special or like a delicate flower because you're not. You're not a snowflake. You're none of that. All right. What you are is you are here to become better. All right. So why would I listen to how great I am or how special I am if I want to get better? I don't give a shit. That old self needs to go. I need to become better. Okay, I'm focused on the better version of myself. So through this intense training, all right, I bet you've never done what we're gonna do on these 4 days, 2 weekends. Okay, I bet you've never done what we're gonna do there. 4 days of 5 hours of hardcore. Now, of course, you're gonna get a break here and there. Sure, I don't want to break you, but it's gonna be so intense and so compressed that you're going to see your limitations, and you're also going to see that you can go past them, because I promise you, you stop yourself before your full potential is reached. 100%. That's what everybody does. That's why you need somebody who can push you past that. That's my job. Those 2 weekends, I'm going to be there to show you your limitations and then to push you past them. And you're going to be alive on the other side. Don't worry. Okay. But you're going to be a stronger version, a better version of yourself, a version that is capable of accomplishing more than before. All right, that is invaluable, invaluable. All right, because what I'm training you in is spell casting, of course. How does it look? Well, see, last time I talked about Doctor Strange. Have you seen Doctor Strange? Have you seen that movie? Have you seen that movie? And when they activate their powers, when they activate their powers, um, you actually see reality rearranging. You see like energy in concrete forms, these gateways and these portals and all that stuff. All right. Now, do you think that's actually just special effects? Well, in that movie, of course, it's special effects. But when you are in a ritual, when you're in deep enough trances, and when you do these crazy things, you actually perceive reality like that, like reshaping. Let's say you're in a spell, you're causing reality to change and shift. You're casting a spell. You will actually see reality rearrange. You will look look at reality in multiple layers. You will see the different dimensions overlapping each other. You see, and that can be reached by anyone, but for that you have to be pushed past a certain boundary, a certain level. You see, and it's very, very hard to do that by yourself, almost impossible. You need somebody to push you past that. You see, there's this notion of self-initiation out there, which is just bullshit. All right, let's be honest. Self-initiation cannot work. Why? Because initiation is somebody else initiates something within you. It's basically a frequency or a spark that is lighted within the other person. Like, how are you going to do that if you don't have access to that frequency? So for initiation, you need somebody else to initiate you. You understand? So self-initiation is complete bullshit. All right. So and once again, look at all the people that tell you they're self-initiated, and then ask them to perform anything of any substance. You know what you're gonna get? Nothing. Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. It's pathetic. When I look back when I look at all our magical ancestors, the real ones, they will be ashamed. They'll be ashamed. 100%. You see, they would really be ashamed of what magic turned out to be, what it's become. It's a fucking fad. It's nothing you can take serious. You know. So I'm speaking to you in the tradition of the real ones. All right, the real ones, not those. Um, you know, never mind. So the sequence that I'm going to go through with you, that I'm going to take you through, will loosen up the boundaries of your perception, because that's really what it's about. Right now, the main difference between somebody who can perform magic and somebody who can't is that the boundaries of reality are much more, strict for the person that can't do magic. The magician loosens the boundaries of their reality, okay, of their perception. And with that comes the ability to reshape it and to change it. All right. And this is what makes magic work. It is your perception and is your consciousness that affects the world around you. But if your boundaries are very strong, you're not going to be able to do that because you can't change your own reality. You understand? And they're both connected, as within, so without, as above, so below. All right. What else are you going to get, man? A spell of your choice casted for you by Frank White. Oh, really, Sopex? Me personally, I'm going to cast a spell of your choice for you. Not on the boot camp because that's going to take too much time. All right. The boot camp is just for drills, for actually working on yourself and for becoming another version of yourself, a stronger, better, more powerful version of yourself. All right. I'm going to show you your potential. I'm going to push you through it. I'm going to show you what you thought your potential was, and I'm going to crush it and turn it into something completely different because there's much more. You are so much more than what you think you are. I promise you. There's so much more within you, and I'm going to show you how far you can go. The spell casted is going to be on another, at a different date because I don't want to take too much time of that from that bootcamp. And it's anything that you want. You want a love spell casted for you? Be my guest. You want to have a money spell casted for you and be my guest? You want to have all of the, like, I'm gonna do what is necessary to get you what you wanted out of the spell. All right. Next, you're gonna get a pact with a spirit of your choice. All right, a pact with a spirit of your choice. What is a pact? Let me explain what a pact is. A pact is an agreement with a spirit to teach you everything about a certain field. All right. People might ask you, "Hey, well, I can't clearly communicate with that spirit. How does that work?" I'll show you. The communication is developed over time, um, but I will show you how to work with that spirit, even if you don't have clear communication. All that you need to do, all that you need to be able to do to work the pact is to be able to go into a meditation, to a trance, and then the spirit's going to start communicating to you. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. It's not necessarily just verbal. It's not necessarily visions. It is a different way of communication. Well, visions are going to be part of it, but if you can close your eyes and see images in your daydreaming or something like that, if you can dream, you can communicate with the spirit 100%. I promise you. Hey Frank, see you on the boot camp. Glad I got to capitalize on the opportunity. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people sign up. A lot of people sign up already, and the maximum capacity is almost reached. Almost. So this opportunity is almost gone, just so you know. All right. So you better be fast. It's look, 1 day, 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 25 seconds. That's what you got. And I highly recommend that you sign up as soon as you can because you want to still get a spot. All right. And look, when you combine those things, all right, that already is something that you will not find anywhere else. All right. Your life is literally going to change. Literally going to change here. If it was that, if it was only that, what I would offer you, that would be a life changing thing. Your life will be different afterwards. All right. And it will be better, of course. But not only that, I'm going to reveal your past lives to you. All right. Now that can also not be done on the boot camp because it would take too much time. And it's look, a lot of things that are going to come up there are fucking private. All right. You don't want everybody to know what happened in your past lives. Sometimes it's painful stuff. You know, sometimes what is revealed to you is well, if it's painful, it's necessary in order to remove the pain. See, I've done so much work with a lot of people, you know, in that realm, and oftentimes people are struggling or suffering from something in their current life, you know, but they can't really know where that's coming from. They can't really tell you why, you know. They have all kinds of pain that they're going through, all kinds of troubles, all kinds of recurring trouble that they experience. You know, they just can't move forward. They just can't liberate themselves. They can't reach the levels that they want. You know, they can't accomplish the goals that they want. They can't um let's say they can't hold on to a relationship and other things. You know, they want to meet their soulmate or whatever, and they can't do that. And all these other things that people are suffering from, you know, the loneliness, the scarcity, the anxiety. People are going through so much, man, so much, you see. And often, not always, but very often, the core, the reason why is something that has happened in a past life, man. Yeah, you carry a certain karma with you. Everybody does. You know, you carry a certain energetic essence with you that affects your current life, and that might come from a life before this lifetime, you see. So how are you going to resolve this fucking problem? How are you going to um, get the things that you want if you can't resolve what is holding you back from the past, you see? So we need to expand our framework here. We got to expand it into past lives, you see. So I'm going to do a past life regression. I'm gonna take you into your past life. I'm gonna reveal to you, and I'm gonna I'm gonna make you able to see and experience your past lives. All right, and that's gonna resolve a lot for you, and it's gonna also change you as a person. But not only that. In addition to that, I'm gonna reveal your future and your purpose to you. Because look, your purpose is often connected to your past lives. Somebody who's into magic, for instance, and yeah, somebody who's into the occult often, very often, more often than not actually, has experiences with it in the past life, you know. So your destiny and your purpose is connected to multiple lives. All right. So I'm going to reveal that to you, and I'm going to reveal your future and purpose. All right. Why are you here? What are you going to do here? What is the direction that your life's going to take? What is your destiny? What is your role here in this universe? Okay. Incredible. Where are you going to get that? And that's on top of what I told you before. On top of that, hey Frank, who can you choose for the Spirit Pact? By the way, it's Pact, T at the end. Okay, PACT. It's a pact, not a pact. And you can choose any spirit. It's up to you. It's your choice. It says a pact with a spirit of your choice. You know, look, it's best if you go to the website, the web page. Let me give you a second. 1 second. Pact autocorrect. Yeah, here's the page. All right, check that page out. It's going to tell you what you need to know. Next, never before reveal secrets of spirit domination and spellcasting. Well, look, with that most efficient magical system, it means that all the bullshit is thrown out of the window, you see? So, what I have as my magical system is the most efficient, is the most beautiful. Imagine this here, the most beautiful, efficient, and clean structure that you can imagine. All right, here. This is my magical system. You know, the magical systems that you have heard of before are they're loaded with confusion. They have a lot of confusion to them. All right, they have a lot of confusion to them. It's very inefficient. It's unclean. It's and with that there's a lot of worship of the spirit, for instance. Okay, Now, when you cut all of the bullshit away, you come to my system, and here everything becomes super clean and super clear, which also removes the factor of worship. And when you understand the structure of the universe and how the mind works, you begin to understand you begin to understand that you are making the magic work. You are using the spirit to make the magic work for you. You see? So you learn the secrets to dominate that spirit from me. Okay? And the same applies to spellcasting. All right? I'm going to help you to command things into existence. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to fucking command spirits and not to worship them, not to be on your fucking knees and pray to a fucking angel or a demon. You're supposed to command them. All right? That's what magicians do. And of course, complete recording of the boot camp, except for the things that are shared in private. Of course, that's individual. Nobody's supposed to know that except us, you and me, if you're on that call or on that boot camp. But yeah, of course, you're gonna get a complete recording, so you can go back to that. All right. But look, last in the last live stream, can we record the past life regression so we can go back to the past life regression per individual, right? Yes. Yeah, of course. That's your past life regression. You can do whatever you want with it. You can record it. If you want, you can put it on YouTube. I don't care. But I think you shouldn't, but that's your decision. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it, yeah. Um, just signed up, brother. Thanks for this opportunity. All right, Tashi signed up too. Welcome, Tashi. I'm glad to have you on there, by the way. Uh, Tashi is one of the guys that one of the students that I've known the longest, and really looking forward to have you on there, man. It's a good decision. Good decision. All right, so what's this? So yeah, last live stream, I put a price on all of those things. All right, put a price on all of these things, and we came up. We reached the number 170 grand. Okay, 170,000, which is the value. Okay, and that was low. $170,000 is the value of this bootcamp of these 2 weekends. All right, and of course I'm not going to charge you that. All right, but it's compared to what it is worth, the charge is nothing. All right, that's that's important to keep in mind. So these 20 hours are going to change your life. Okay, these these 2 weekends, 5 hours per day. All right, Saturday, Sunday, 19th, 20th, and the 2nd and the 3rd of January. It is going to change your life for sure. You're going to be somebody else when you come out of it, and that's what I'm all about. All right. So let's see. We got questions. Okay. Shakur says, "Evening, Frank. Hope you're well. I messaged you earlier this evening, but we'll message you again later tomorrow about the boot camp if the opportunity still stands." Look, bro, I saw your message actually, but I couldn't open it for some reason. I don't know why. Do the following, okay? Request me as a friend, all right? And once I've accepted your friendship on Facebook, I think then you can message me. But I tried to see the message on the fan page, and I couldn't open it for some reason. So I don't know. Greetings from Cali, 27, Baba Banks. All right, what's up? I'm forever grateful for all of Frank's teachings, one of the greatest minds and teacher to ever walk this earth. Meet us touch. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can we ask questions that are not directly related to the Magickal Bootcamp on this live stream? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I mean, why don't you post the question, and if I pick it up, you'll know. Yeah. Past life regression. How does a past life regression work, anyways? How does that work? Well, it's a, it's a, it has elements of hypnosis and elements of, um, I mean, the way I do it, of course. I'm talking about how I do it. You don't have to completely trance out and be gone. When I say hypnosis, it doesn't mean that you're completely unaware and you can wake up whenever you want, all of that stuff. All right. But the past life regression just allows you to go a little bit deeper into yourself and into your etheric body where all of these memories are stored. Okay. What you have to know is that your etheric body, your chi body, where your prana flows, contains all information you know, of your current physical body, but also the memories that you have had, including those in the past life, right? So by accessing that and guiding the mind to perceive these things and extract these things, you're gonna get um, you're gonna get the information that you need about your past life, right? So just for those who want to know how that actually works, you know, a lot of stuff. Shakur Joseph followed the grill of the serpent. Okay, when I click on that, all right, photos. Hey, what up? How's it going? We're talking about the boot camp that is about to happen on Friday, sorry, Saturday and Sunday this week, and then on the 2nd and 3rd of January. Can't believe this year is already over. Okay, heads up, guys. Next year is going to be much better than 2020. Okay, astrologically and everything else. I promise you, you had a horrible year. Okay, or not. I promise you, you know that. Um, I know that you had a shitty year. Okay, everybody had. Well, it was better for some than others, and what determined if it was better or worse was, it depended on what you were working on internally. Because this year, 2020, you were forced by the stars, by fucking Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter. You were forced to confront the things that you don't like in your life. Okay, about yourself, about the world, about everything. Okay, and that took place at a collective level, but also at an individual level. Okay, so I know for a fact you had a tough year, 2020. You were confronted with something that seemed that you couldn't fix it. You were confronted with something that was making you feel challenged in a whole new way. Okay, and it showed you your limitations, and then it forced you to overcome those limitations. All right, I promise. I know for a fact that that happened. Why do I know that? Because that happened to everybody. Fucking everybody. Everybody that was alive went through that. Okay, that's just the energy. Now, you are a stronger version now than before. Now, at the end of 2020, you are a stronger version. You're stronger than you were at the end of 2019. Am I right? 100%. And 2021 is going to be much better. Trust me. The first couple months are still going to be a little bit rocky, but it's not going to be nearly as bad as 2020. Okay? That I can promise you. It's going to be much better. Way stronger. Yeah. We all have become stronger. Absolutely. That's good. So, um, what I'm saying is this. Yeah, everybody who's look, I see a lot of people on there that already have signed up, which is a good decision. I'm gonna trust me, you're gonna be changed. You're you're gonna love it. All right. You're not just gonna like it, you're not just gonna be uh comfortable with the result, you're gonna love the result. Okay, that is my promise. Guaranteed you're gonna change. You're gonna be somebody else after this boot camp. For those who haven't made that decision yet, you fucked up. All right. You fucked up. I don't want to be rude or anything, but it is what it is. You fucked up. You don't take advantage of possibilities. And that look, that's not a sign, or that's not something unique here. I promise you, if you're not taking advantage of this possibility, it's just a sign of how you deal with opportunities when they show up. Always. Okay. Look, I promise you something. Anybody who will be in a position that you might want to be in, they will tell you that their life, or that the major events that changed their lives happened in an unexpected way. Okay. This is a common theme. We all think that we plan our lives out like A, B, C, D, and it works like no. How many times? Look, how many times have you ever, all right, have you planned something and the plan actually worked? Okay, like those people that make like plans for like 2, 3 years ahead. That shit never works. Never, it never works out. Things are way too unpredictable. After 3 months, the plan has to change. That's why you all look. The maximum you should plan out is 3 months. Okay, that's the maximum you should plan out, because things might happen in between that change everything. Okay, so you plan for 3 years. I mean, 3 months. Sorry, that's the maximum. But the point is, all of those people will tell you that their life changed at a moment's notice. It was an opportunity that showed up, they took advantage of it, and their life changed forever. That's how it works. You got to be ready to take advantage of opportunities. Always. The same with magical rituals, by the way. The results of the magical rituals. The opportunity will show up. If you don't take advantage of it, boom. The spirit's going to be, okay, well, I brought you what you wanted. Didn't take advantage of it. Fine. But don't bother me doing this another time. So the point is, when you have an opportunity like this, you want to take advantage of it. It's that simple. You have to. You're going to regret it. You're going to miss out on some great stuff. Okay. Do whatever you can to be on there. Do whatever you can. Do whatever you can to be on there. Okay. But don't send me nudes. I had a girl uh, that wanted to be on this boot camp. She sent me nudes, and like, maybe we can arrange something. You kidding me? Like, wow. Okay. Well, first of all, that girl wasn't even my type. Number two, like, I don't. That doesn't work for me, man. This was really unexpected, to be honest. Yeah. Look, I don't exchange value in that way. This is not worth or not valuable to me. These things like that. Throwing pussy at me does not work. Okay, does not work. If I want pussy, I get it. It's not a gift. It's not a gift to me. I value other things. You know. Anyways, um, so like I said, you want to take advantage of it. If you want to have your life transformed, if you want to start 2021 in the right way, the last day of the bootcamp is going to be on the 3rd of January of 2021. Last day to sign up. I recommend that you sign up as ASAP, as soon as possible, whenever you can. You officially, it says that you got 1 day and 47 minutes left. Okay, so about 24 hours, but I wouldn't wait for 24 hours, my friend. I wouldn't, because the spot might be closing. We got a limited amount of spots. They're almost full. There are like two left, I think. I don't know how many people signed up here. Uh, yeah, I think I had two new signups on this live stream. Yeah. So in very exceptional cases, I did 50-50. Okay. Some of the signups made a 50% down payment, and I and 50% is going to come later, meaning next month. But that's I don't like to do that. Okay, I really don't like to do it. It's much better if you pay in one chunk, because there's a trust issue too. I don't want to come after you. You see, when I say come after you, it means come after you. It's just because if you do that and lie to me and don't pay up, I don't like that. You see, I don't like to hurt people for that reason. You know, so it's kind of like, sometimes I feel like a mobster or something like that. Like, I think mobsters. If I was in the mob, I wouldn't loan out money to people that I know, because if they don't pay, I either couldn't hurt them, or I would have to hurt them, and both ways are just. I mean, it's bad. If you wanna give people a loan, or if you wanna give people special conditions, you should make sure that you can hurt them if they don't pay you. You see, so it's better if you do that with people that you don't know, actually, or people that you really trust. But even people that you don't that you trust might betray you. You see, and that's a problem. So if I was in the mafia, which I'm not, okay, I know gangsters. I do real biker gangs and stuff. I know a lot of those people. Do know a lot of those people, but I don't. I choose to not live like them. But if I was in the mafia, if I was in that type of business, I would never loan out money to people that I knew. Well, Geo 36, I'll do it, bro. I won't let you down if you can do the 50-50. Okay, well, text me on Facebook. Text me on Facebook and see if and we'll see if we can come to an agreement. Like, yeah, yeah. If I was a gangster, I would never loan out money to people that I can't hurt. That's why I never loan out money to family. I always give it to them as a gift. You know, always. I've had money try. I've had family try to, uh, yeah, trying to borrow money from me. I'm like, no, no, don't borrow it. Don't do that. It's a gift. Because if you don't pay me back, I can't hurt you. You see. All right. Do we have any questions, guys? I gotta drink my collagen. I recently got into the habit of drinking collagen. I heard it's so good for your skin, and for what else? Um, I think your joints. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Me. Somebody texted. G, was that you? Is that you, G? Gio, where have you been, Gio? All right. Is that an Italian name? Gio Estrada? Yes? Okay. Sorry, no offense. Okay. No offense. That um for that, what was that impersonation here? All right. what's the question here? I came late. What's the syllabus of this boot camp? What's the syllabus of this boot camp? What? Syllabus of this boot camp? What the fuck is syllabus? What does that mean? I know syllables, but I don't know what a syllabus is. Damn. Syllabus. Oh, the summary. Okay, the summary of this boot camp. Well, check this out, man. Here's a link. Here's a link, my friend. Hold on. Here's a link where you can check that out. All right, and you can check that out. You will be taken to the page where it shows everything that you need to know about this bootcamp. I'm just doing this live stream to remind people of why they should sign up. A lot of people already have, you know. And if look, Geo just said that he wants to sign up. That means that leaves us with one spot that is still open. One spot. All right. One spot that is still available. The rest is going to be closed. All right. So what I'm saying is, anyone who wants to take advantage of this possibility, do it now. I promise you, an hour or two after this live stream, it's going to be gone. All right. And this opportunity is going to close. So you want to take advantage of it now. Maximum spots, within a maximum number of spots is filled. It's filled up. I mean, if 2 people on this live stream decide to do it, I'm like, okay, whatever. Then it's just one more person. It doesn't really matter. But look, you never want to do events like this too big. Right? I tell you what. If you have too many people in an environment like that, and with having to train too many people at the same time when it comes to these things, that is also not desirable at all. Okay, there's something about tight knit groups. Okay, that's why I never let my programs, for instance, go too big, or my order or something like that, or the Unbound in Mind, my meditation group. I don't want it to be too big, because if there are too many people on there, say the Unbound in Mind had like 200 people on there, that would be a problem. How are you going to deal with that? Like 150 people on the fucking meditation. That's weird, you know? Or the Unbound, I mean, the order, 150 people in there or something like that. I don't know. Doesn't sound good to me. It feels very like a little family, you know? And it should stay a little bit smaller. And the same applies to this boot camp here. Okay? So is that, why would I spill all my secrets to too many people? Yeah. Besides that, I never spill 100% of my secrets, right? Who does that? 100% of everything that I know, or everything that I do, who does that? I always keep things to myself. Some things are not to be revealed. They always stay to myself, of course. All right. But I'm gonna give you a short summary, Cameron. Okay. It's gonna be a transformative experience for everybody who's gonna be on. I'm gonna change you as a person. You're gonna be able to do things after the bootcamp that you would not be able to do before. In terms of spell casting, in terms of trance work, in terms of communication with spirits, everything. I'm gonna give you 20 hours, which is 4 days, each day 5 hours, okay, of very, very intense training in all of those things, combined in a certain sequence, so that it unlocks something in you, okay, the shackles of your mind being removed. And then you also get the right to request a spell casted on your behalf by me, not on the bootcamp because I don't want to take away time from the actual work that we have to do. But later on, I'm going to cast a spell for you, a spell of your choice, whatever it is that you want. Could be a love spell, could be anything. Then you're also getting a pact with the spirit of your choice. I'm also going to show you how to work the pact, of course. You're going to get the revelation of your past lives. I'm going to actually take you into your past lives. You're going to experience them. You're going to experience them. And I'm going to reveal your purpose and your future to you. Okay, and never before release secrets of spirit domination spellcasting. And of course the recordings. I mean that goes without saying, right? But the point is, that's everything you might want. That's literally everything that a student of the occult might hope for. Somebody who actually wants to get magic to work for them. That is what every apprentice, every student, every magician wants. It's a completely renewal and a remake of yourself. All right, into a more powerful version of yourself. If you look, you can 100%, man. You will be able to make so much more work in the occult in terms of spell casting after this bootcamp than you could before. Okay. So while I'm here, ask your questions, guys. Okay, ask questions. I'm gonna go for say maybe 10 minutes longer, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So ask your questions on this live stream. Doesn't necessarily have to be related to the boot camp. I'm going to be able to relate it back there, of course. Pranayama cleanses your aura. Yeah, cleanses the aura. I'm not completely sure. Yeah, it can. I mean, pranayama is really bringing in prana through the breath, right? When you do that right, you replace the old energy with new energy, clean energy. So yes, it can definitely help with cleansing your aura, for sure. And you can also use that to supercharge your aura before the spell. See, any ritual that we do, any magic is energy work at a high level. You know? And in order to do energy work, we need a strong aura. The difference between people that can manifest quickly, the people that accomplish their goals, is really you can see that in people's aura. People that are very successful, people that can get things done quickly, have a strong aura. If you look at them with your third eye, you can see that right away. Because see, your aura determines how much energy you can put into something. You see. Um, so when your aura is strong, you're able to accomplish more, manifest more, bring things into existence. You're able to focus on an idea longer until it comes into reality. Hey Frank, are there two boot camps, and would you take payments less than 100? No, there's one boot camp, but it's over the course of 2 weekends. You see, it starts this weekend, 19th and the 20th, and then the second one is going to be on the second and third. It's another weekend, and that's all together. That's one boot camp. It's good that there's 1 week in between that. Now, first of all, that's Christmas. A lot of people will want to spend time with their family and whatnot. But also, um, it helps you to integrate all of these experiences. All right. Payments less than 1,000. it's too much of a hassle, really. I don't want to be going back and forth and blah blah blah. No, no, I'm not going to take payments of less than 1,000. Sorry. All right, Tristal Gothel. When will this Zoom link for the bootcamp be posted and we can rejoin it if our 40 minutes are up, right? Look, in order to attend, you don't need a Zoom account. You don't need a pro account. If you, the one that is broadcasting, the one that creates the room, they need a pro account. I have that. Okay, so I pay for the Zoom account, and you guys can stay indefinitely. It really doesn't matter how long the stream is. Okay. When will the attendance link be posted? You're gonna receive it into your email. You're gonna receive it in your email the day of the bootcamp, but earlier. Okay, earlier. What you're also gonna receive probably tomorrow is a waiver. Okay, a waiver. I have to. You have to sign a release statement. Okay, because what you're gonna learn there is gonna be quite quite powerful stuff. You see what I mean? So I don't want you to make me responsible for what you do with it. Okay, and for that, there's going to be a release statement that you're going to have to sign before you can come into the boot camp. Hi Frank, thanks for the money magic subliminal. You're welcome, Anna. Um, Anna Wong. Not interested in the boot camp, Anna? Is self-initiation plausible? If not, why not? All right, bro. Um, why don't you teach yourself Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Or let's say somebody wants to learn that. Why can't they teach themselves Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Or somebody wants to be a doctor. Teach yourself, be a doctor. How about that? All right. How about you teach yourself to do almost anything, you know? You couldn't even look, bro, you didn't even learn speaking from yourself, did you? But you're telling me the most profound esoteric secrets can be you can initiate yourself into those? You know? That's bullshit. Self-initiation is something that is promoted, but it's bullshit. I mean, if somebody starts talking about self-initiation, I already know that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You cannot self-initiate yourself into something. How would that fucking work? You need an external force because the answers are not in your own mind, in your own consciousness at that point. You need an external force that triggers something within you, that sparks a flame, you know, and then you are initiated, you know. And an initiation is really just to initiate something. It's the initial charge, all right? But that's a plant that needs to be that's a seed that needs to be watered, that needs to be worked on, that needs to be energized, and then the plant comes into fruition, you see, and then you become an initiate, you become an adept. Actually, that's what we're going for. An initiate is just somebody that um, a definition of three phases of ascension would be: the first one is you become the occultist. Okay, the occultist is somebody that begins to see the connection between things, that begins to understand that there's a world behind this world of the senses. And an occultist is somebody that studies the laws of the occult. Okay. Then you got the initiate. The initiate is practicing, practicing magic, is doing this energy work, is getting these seeds planted within themselves from others most of the time. And tries to apply those occult laws. There's a difference between knowing occult laws and applying them, you see. And the adept is the one that is capable of not just understanding these laws, but also creating changes in the physical world, entering the internal universes, the esoteric universes, and using the forces of those universes to reshape physical reality. That's an adept. And actually, we should try to become an adept, right? An initiate is not a desirable stage, in my opinion. It's a necessary one, but not desirable. Okay. Is the boot camp your way of giving back? As you said before, you're ripping yourself off offering this. My way of giving back? Yeah, probably. That's what they call it, yeah. Giving back or yeah, helping others do the same thing. At one point, I mean, look, I mean, when you look at the hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy, at the bottom you care more about yourself, you see, but as you go higher and higher and higher, your radius, your influence increases, you see. Nice analogy, I guess. If you understand these laws, what stops you from controlling them? Okay, if I told you that swimming is having a certain amount of air in your lungs, which allows your body to float in water because the air has a lower density than the water, okay, and that compensates for the gravity that is pulling you uh, down. Okay, your physical body has a higher density than the water, and that's why it will drown in water. But if you have air, it can compensate for that. You see, air has a lower density than water, therefore it floats above. So you have to have as much air as necessary in order to compensate for that. You see what I mean? So you can float, you can stay there. Now you know the laws of swimming. Does it mean you can't swim? Does it mean if I just told you that and you just knowing that, does that mean you're gonna swim? Doesn't mean I throw you in a fucking ocean and you're gonna be able to survive there. No, you're gonna drown. You're gonna tell yourself, okay, just compensate for the density differential between water and physical body, right? Way to go. There's a difference, a big difference. This is what a lot of people in the occult don't understand, man. A lot of people in spirituality, they don't understand that there's a difference between knowing and doing. Always. There's a difference between knowing and doing. Intellectual understanding is, look, our culture has put so much emphasis on intellect that it's lost its ability to actually apply things. I know a lot of high IQ people, high IQ, so fucking intelligent, sharp, fast, okay? But I wouldn't even call it intelligence. That's just IQ. That's raw IQ power, okay? But these people are fucking losers, man. Fucking losers. They can't get shit done in the real world. Nothing, okay? It's all just book knowledge. It's all just and very very specific and specified knowledge. It's knowledge about art history. It's knowledge about um, I don't know, even IT or something like that. Uh, but look, how are you going to call that intelligence? This is like being able to do a very specific task very 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 fast. Okay, very fast. That's it. Dealing with a lot of variables, moving parts at the same time. Okay, that's IQ. But intelligence is something different. Intelligence is being able to apply those things to bring something into reality. Survival. I mean, when it comes to survival, these people are zero. You put them in any real life situation, they fucking fold. They break. You see what I mean? But in our culture, in a lot of ways, we equate IQ with or knowledge with actual application and success and all of that stuff. It's not true. There's street smart um, and there's academic smart. Okay. The problem with academics is, my friend, the problem with highly intellectual people is that they never have to test their theories. They live in a microcosm. All right. Trust me, I know that world very well. They live in a microcosm of theories. All right. And all they do is they test theory against theory. Which theory sounds better? And oftentimes it's not even about the theory, it's about what theory suits the ideological agenda better than the other ones. Okay. Something like socialism, for instance, communism. All right. These things don't work, but people buy into them because they sound good. Things like equality, it's bullshit. Equality does not exist, but it sounds good. It makes people feel good. Equality is a lie. Nothing in nature is equal. Some people are faster, some people are stronger, some people are bigger, some people are, you know, there's a spectrum of ability. You see, but people don't want to accept that. There's always a spectrum of ability. Even in your own family, look around in your own family. It's the same, it's like almost the same genetics, right? How different are you from your siblings if you have siblings? It's an enormous difference in personality, and many other things. Okay, so people are different for a reason. Why? Because nature wants to do a lot of experiments. You see, nature wants to do experiments. There's a thesis. I have a certain person with these character traits. Boom! I throw that person into nature, into reality, and I see how well it does. How well does it do? And based on that, it is then judged. All right. So go back to the shark that I was talking about in the beginning. The shark is an evolutionary model that has survived very well. So what I'm talking about is this. Coming back to your question, just because you know something doesn't mean shit. Just because you can quote something, just because you can, explain something, it doesn't mean that you can actually apply it. You see, this is what I'm stressing all the fucking time. How many times do you hear me say, "Okay, well, where are the results? Where are your testimonials?" All right. Don't get me started on academia. Don't get me started on intellectuals. These people are not capable of survival. They're not. It's almost as if their analytical mind has impaired their ability to survive. Okay, and that in nature is just lethal. Okay, these people. Look, it's funny how a lot of people have a problem with these things, with these insights, and they have all kinds of ideological shields set up around them to deny that. Well, it's not part of my reality. Like, yeah, but they don't understand that what makes them able to live in a society where they don't have to strive for survival all day is that at a larger scale, their country or their government, their society is doing that, you know, constantly. So they live in luxury. They have the luxury of not having to face reality for what it is. Okay. And this is, by the way, the majority of the Western world. All right. The majority of the Western world, I would call like 30 countries, probably. Only in these societies you have the luxury of being deluded about the realities of life and nature. Okay, you go into any country where there's a little bit more of a harsh situation in terms of, I don't know, scarcity. I don't want to call it poverty because there are a lot in any country you will have people that are prosperous. But what I'm saying is harsh environments will make it hard for you to believe in all of this crap. You see what I mean? All of these lies that people feed you. So, as you can see, this is a very deep question. You asked me, if you understand these laws, what stops you from controlling them? Well, this is a more fundamental understanding that you need to have here. So it's something that goes very deep. You see what I mean? It's just because I know something, it means that I can do it. No, it does not mean that you can do shit. It doesn't mean shit. Like these fucking sports commentators. I mean, fuck, I can't even do it. Like these sports fans, even worse. Sports fans. MMA. I've been doing martial arts for a very long time. For a very long time. But if you, I mean, nowadays everybody's talking about UFC, MMA, and everybody has their fighter, and everybody turns into a fucking expert. You know, like in my boxing gym or MMA gym, um, there's this one guy, and on Thursdays we have self defense classes. Okay, so it's not just for the octagon; it's self defense, and he only shows up for those classes. And when he's there, he just talks about the last fight that he watched, and then he watches the other guy spar. You know, he watches the other guys fight and spar, and then he comments on what he liked about what that guy did and what that guy did. I never saw that guy do anything once. And at one point, I get closer to him, and you can feel the energy that's coming off of that person. That guy is a bitch. He can't do anything. He's nothing. He gets scared when you're close to him. All right. So that guy's a total bitch. But look, he knows a lot about fights. He knows a lot about fighting. He knows a lot. Like he talks a lot. You see, doesn't mean he can do shit. And this, my friend, is something that you have to realize. And this is something I recommend you you take on as a mindset. Most people have no idea what the fuck they're talking about at all. They're just book smart. Okay, even the icons of the people that we idealize in this world, a lot of them, you know, or what is considered good stuff. Acad- academia and intellectuals, forget about them. They live in a parallel universe where they fight inapplicable ideas. You see, there will always be this one guy in every gym. Yeah, yeah. Then does the initiator have to be human? Well, yes, he should be in the initial stages. Yeah. All right. We have. Hold on. Do you agree democratic socialism is also BS? By the way, communism destroyed my parents' homeland of Cambodia. Okay. Democratic socialism. Democratic socialism. The problem with any form of socialism is that the incentive to create the abundance is gone. You see what I mean? If everything is socialized, it means that one person can't benefit more than another person, even if they work harder. That's the problem with socialism, in my opinion. All right. So the people that argue for socialism or communism and all of these things, they, for some reason, take abundance for granted. Now, look, mankind or humanity, what's the word? Scarcity is the default thing. You know what I mean? Scarcity is normal. Poverty is normal. The exceptional thing is abundance, you see? So it would make much more sense if you study the laws of abundance and what makes people abundant than to study how you can redistribute what these people created. Does that make sense? It takes work, it takes effort to create abundance in the first place. All right. And it is then a luxury problem to think about how that abundance can be redistributed. Okay. And this is what socialists and communists do. They take the abundance for granted. They think that's just God given. They don't understand what went into it, and then they blame the people that created that abundance. They blame the people who actually created the stuff, you know, and they say that they oppressed other people to get it. You know, they say that the ones that created the abundance are the ones that somehow took it from other people. Well, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's not true. So anything that has socialism in it is a recipe for disaster. It leads to scarcity. It leads to the opposite of abundance. Why? As human beings, we're incentivized by, look, if I work harder than the other person, I will have more than the other person. And it's not even about having more than the other person. It's more about uh, having more. If I work hard, I can get more. Okay, I can improve what I have, or I can increase what I have. But socialism is about, okay, you made more. Okay, we're going to take that which is excess and spread it amongst others, so nobody has more than the other person. We're going to make everybody the same. But it's against nature because nature is not equal. Nobody in nature is equal. Nobody. All right. You're not even equal to your parents. You're not even equal to your siblings. Equality is a doesn't make sense. By the way, do you want to be equal to everybody? I don't want to be equal to anybody, to most people. Definitely not. I want to have equal opportunities. We should have equal opportunities, and everybody should have the same chance at winning. All right, but still, only a few people are going to win. All right, so it's about equal opportunity. When it comes to that, I'm definitely for equality, opportunity, but that's it. You judge them by your results. You got the same opportunity, great. What results did you get? That's it. So, um, how can you expect equal outcome for everybody? That makes no sense. If I have a race with who's that guy, Usain Bolt or whatever, that Jamaican runner, he's going to be faster than me, right? So what am I going to do now? I'm going to complain that he's faster and it's not fair, and I should get a gold medal too. It's like, think, this is not logic. This is not logic. It's an ideology, you see, and a lot of people buy into that ideology for some reason. Yeah. The late stage of capitalism is the control of life itself. Yeah, because look, and communism has killed more people than any other ideology. By the way, it's worse than all of them. It's really bad. There will always be this one guy in every gym. Yeah, Frank, do you have any experience with Taoist magic? Yes, I do. Taoist magic. Nice arms. Do you pick a tattooist just based on their artistic ability, or since they're putting magical symbols on you, do you consider their own energy? Yes, I have one tattoo artist. By the way, I'm getting a lot of them removed right now. But yeah, that guy, my tattoo artist, is a high-ranking member in the Hells Angels. Are you familiar with them, Hells Angels? They're motorcycle gang, motorcycle club. He was considered to become the president of one chapter, but that guy's still alive, so he's not going to do that till that other guy's gone. But he's basically one very high up in the ranks, and that's my tattoo artist. Um, yeah. This guy has no problem cutting off fingers, but I mean, I think a year ago or so, one of his dogs had to have surgery, and he lost both eyes. So the dog was blind, and this guy was devastated. He was like, "Man, I love this dog so much. I love him." And he was devastated that his dog was blind now, but he doesn't have a problem cutting off people's fingers and then others. I'm telling you, is that's a dangerous man. Dangerous man. Yeah. Can chanting and mudras or certain yoga positions help you with prosperity? Yes. Yes, they do. Yeah. So you do the postures, the asanas. You do them to, first of all, have a better energy flow. Okay. So release blocks, and through the postures themselves, you can draw certain energies into you. But the chants and mantras and the different positions. Um, Look at Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of that. Um, who's that other guy named? The fucking damn. Who's his name? Ganesha. Ganesha is also one that you want to look at when it comes to that. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up now. You got, let me post the link again. This is the link for this sign up page. It's 1 day and 7 minutes. You got 1 day, you got exactly 24 hours. There's one more spot left. Now, if you're fast enough, maybe I'm going to increase the amount of spots by 2, 3, whatever. Okay, but I would be fast if I was you. This opportunity is going to be gone, and I don't think it's going to come back. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Yeah. Be well. Bye.